So I am going to plug this in here like this. And we're going to turn that on. And we're going to push this and see what happens. Oh. Whoa. What is it doing? Wow. Oh my God. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are looking at a Black Beauty. This is a Bell 9242 PVR satellite receiver. About 20 years ago, this was like a top-of-the-line model. If you had this, you could record live TV and play it back, like instant replay and everything, and that was done by a hard drive that is internally inside the unit. So this was given to me by a nice gentleman who saw my previous video on Bell receivers, and yeah, he was impressed, and he said, I've got this old Bell PVR, but there's a few problems with it. One of them being there's no power cord. Well, there is kind of a power cord, but we'll have to fix that. That'll be the first thing we're going to have to tackle. And this connector here is kind of like stuck on there. I can't get it off. They just chopped it off. So we'll have to fix that too. So momentarily, I'm going to be pulling the cover off this guy, and we are going to take a look inside, and we are going to apply some power to that cord. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it can work still. We'll see. I'm most interested in that PVR part, the hard drive. I'm just wondering, is there anything still on it? Well, we're going to find out pretty soon. We'll see if we can get it going and we can find anything on the hard drive. Okay, guys, standing by. Okay, guys, I got the screws out of the back. Just 4 screws in the back. And this is all there is to it to getting the lid off. So, well, it looks pretty nice inside, if you ask me. Oh, look at that. It's had some work done on it. Those are the caps that do fail, that are known to fail. It looks like somebody's replaced them. So, oh yeah, it's had some work done on it. I think that cap's been changed. Huh. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. Here's the main power supply. All the capacitors here look okay. And, okay, here's what we got to tackle. I'm going to get another cord, and we'll splice onto this. Possibly I can just pull that off. This insulation and splice. Oh, man, that's hard. It's kind of coming. Anyways, I'm going to pull that off. I'm going to get a cord, and we'll put some power to this and see what happens. Oh yeah, so there is the hard drive right down in the middle. Looks just like a regular SATA drive. Yeah, it sure is. And there's where it plugs in. Oh, it's not even plugged in. Weird. I wonder why it's not plugged in. Anyways, wow, that's weird. Somebody really monkeyed around with this thing. So we're gonna plug that back in, and we're gonna put some power to it, and I'm gonna hook it up to a TV monitor, and we're gonna see what it does. Coming up next. Okay, so I found a power cord, and I spliced it on right here. There you go, that's all you had to do. Splice some power in, and the cord I have had a ground wire, so I tied it onto a screw right there, just to be safer. Anyways, okay, so we're going to power this thing up now that we got a cord on it. I'm just going to connect it up to my TV screen so we can see what it does. Okay, guys, the moment you've been all waiting for. I'm going to plug it in. So let's do it now. Here we go. Whoa, I hear something. I heard some sound coming out of it. Was that the hard drive? Anyways, let's go around and look at the front of the thing here. We got a power light. That looks good, which just went off. I'm hearing something. Oh, it's a fan. There's a little fan in there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there's a fan in there running. Okay, well, we're getting somewhere. We got the green light is on solid. The yellow light is on. It's not making any sound. It's very quiet. However, after about 10 minutes, I've got this on the screen. It's looking for a satellite signal. So that's what we got to do next. We got to connect it to the satellite. I did try all the buttons on the remote. Nothing is responding. Usually these things, I got to be on the satellite or they don't work because they get their instructions from the mothership. So yeah, okay. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to connect two satellite feeds from here. I have a dish actually still on the side of my house because I used to subscribe to Bell a long time ago, and the dish is still there. So stand by, guys. Okay, this is the Bell dish I have. Had it for a very long time, as you can see. The wires run down there and into my house, into Patch Bay. We're going to go down there and patch it over. Okay, guys, here we are in my Patch Bay. And that satellite dish I just showed you out of my house. One of many satellite dishes, but that one comes in on 91 and 82. And there's the 91 multi-switch that's splitting up that signal to more feeds. And that one there is actually the 82. And those go over to, they're actually Dish Network. Bell uses the same equipment. These are 4x4 multi-switches, and I need two of those that are coming out to go to that Bell receiver, and they actually happen to come over to this ground block over here that was originally used for a dream box. And so that white and black cable that you see right there goes up under my stairs, and I will show you where it goes. There it is up there, those two wires. And comes through here. I'll just strung them around like this. Da, 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 da. And they are right here, right at the back of the receiver. So we are now going to connect them to the Bell receiver, and we're going to try again and see what happens. Okay, stand by, guys. Okay, well, that looks good. Progress 2 out of 5. I have connected these satellite feeds on the back here, the two of them. I also put on the back this guy. This is the antenna actually for the remote control. Yeah, looks like we're getting somewhere. Oh, look at that. We're 3 out of 5. This should be interesting. Stand by. Well, that's a good sign. It's now downloading. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Program guide information is now being downloaded. So it is working. And I actually opened this little door here. It's got a bunch of connections and even a USB connection. I think that was for an external hard drive. You could have a larger storage, external hard drive, maybe even a USB stick. So yeah. Let's see. It should be a little while, but I'll come right back as soon as this is done. Okay, it's finally finished downloading. And we have TV.
They tried to move all the graves, but they were unable to move some of the graves.
Wow, look at this, guys.
From the pre-colonial period, so Native island period, black people that were enslaved, and then from
Turn down that sound. We don't want to get copyrighted here. What do we got on here? Okay, those we can't see. Those are all, anything that's, okay. Anything that's kind of light gray, we can't get those. But this one here should work. Oh, it does. There you go, guys. Cartoon Network. We're getting Cartoon Network. What else do we got here? Okay, so it's Cartoon Network. There's some kind of French channel. CBC French, okay. What else? Oh, the Fireplace Channel, of course, the famous Fireplace Channel. Oh, what is this one? This channel is no longer available. Oh, that's a good channel. Okay. This is some kind of film channel in French, it looks like. Anyway, nothing there. Let's keep going. Let me just change. There's a way to make it so it's only, yeah, there we go. Only channels we can get for free. Okay, so the free previews. Let's take a look at that because that's going to tell us what we can actually get. Oh, there we go. See, T&E is free until November 5th, and then Fictions. Okay, they just changed it, but look at this. These are all free channels that you can get with the Bell receiver. If you do what I did, just hook it up to a satellite. Silver Screen, Sportsman, Wild, BBC First, Love Nature. These are all channels that you can get for free with just an old Bell receiver. Just hook it up to a satellite. Look at that. T&E, Fictions, Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, One TV, Revin or whatever. That's, I think it's race cars. So let's go take a look. Oh, hold on a second. Let's check out this hard drive feature. Look at that, guys. There's something in there. Island of Brian. When was that recorded? Look, 2020. So that's 3 years ago. Shark Tank. Ancient Aliens. Wow. We found aliens. Let me see that. What is this about? Ooh, weird, man. That's psychedelic stuff, I'm telling you. Well, let's go back. Let's go look at that hard drive again. Look at that. The hard drive is intact. It's actually working. All Girls Garage, Shark Tank, Moonshiners. Wow, there's a lot of stuff on here. This is insane. Oh my God, what is that at the bottom? Okay, I think I've seen enough. We're not going to go any lower than that. Hold on, how do I get out of this? Okay. Okay, well, I better check to see what is on this before I show you guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had to stop it there. That hard drive was a lot harder than I could imagine. Yeah, so we'll just leave it at that. It was a little bit too hard for YouTube, that's for sure. So we're just going to leave that hard drive alone because it's a little bit too hard. And let's see what we get on the normal channels here. That's Aboriginal People's Television Network. Let's see if that comes in. And it does not come in. Okay, well, we don't need that channel anyway. So let's go on Family Guy. Let's see if we get the Family Guy channel. And we do. It comes in. Okay, and it's Adult Swim. It says Vice Raid. Okay, this is the Silver Screen Classics channel. So let's go to the next channel, Wild TV, Deer and Deer Hunting. Oh, look at that. He's got a big crocodile there, that guy. Pay-per-view events. Okay, that's probably not gonna show us much. Rev TV. Okay, this is the one. It's probably, I would think, some kind of racing channel. Yeah, there it is. It is a race channel. Okay, Canada in the rough. Whatever this channel is. Looks like some kind of outdoor channel. NHL Center Ice. Nothing on that channel. NBA League Pass. Of course, these are all sports channels that you would have to pay a lot of money to watch. Those are always expensive packages. So what do we got here? Okay, CTV Atlantic. And that is working. There it is, CTV Atlantic News. And okay, what what channel do we got here? Not sure what this is. So there's Cartoon Network again, East and West one. Now here is the Venus preview. Let's see what happens when we try to order this. You've indicated you wish to order a pay-per-view. Let's see what happens. You're about to order an event that contains sexually exposed. This receiver must be connected to a phone line or broadband connection. Okay, let's connect it to a phone line and see what happens. I wonder if that is a good idea to do, because that will put this receiver, which is getting all these free channels, into two-way communication with the satellite provider. So they could actually send a kill cam. If they know the receiver is active, they might send kill commands to it. One of the reasons why these receivers work is because they haven't been used in a long time. They're no longer sending the kill commands. They usually send kill commands for about 6 months after you cancel. So would this be a good idea to do? Probably not, but I'm gonna try it just to see what happens. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what happens. Okay guys, I've connected a phone line, as you can see, into the back, and I've got my squawk box out here so we can listen to what this thing's about to do when it calls the mothership. And there's the line right there. Goes actually to a VoIP ATA that is configured for dial-up modems to be able to call through. Yes, you can actually do that if you know how to set up an ATA. You can actually make it work with dial-up equipment, and that's exactly what this is. I think it's a 2400 baud. It's been a while since I've dealt in those kind of modems, which are really, really old. But yeah, okay guys, stand by. We're going to try to do a purchase, and it's going to call the mothership. And not only that, we're going to log the phone number, which is going to be really interesting. See what number it actually calls. Okay, stand by, guys. Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to try to do this again. Order. And then we're going to go here. And then we're going to go here. And then must be connected to a phone line. So I am going to plug this in here like this. And we're going to turn that on. And we're going to push this and see what happens. Oh. Whoa. What is it doing? Wow. Oh my God. So what happened? Okay. I don't think anything happened. Oh, it's going to call again. It's going to dial again. Okay. Oh, I think it hung up on us. So rude. So rude. Yeah, it hung up on us. Okay. Okay, guys. So there you go. Yeah, calling the Venus channel. That was interesting, and I have not heard a dial-up modem like that in a long time. That was really cool. That was, I think, a 2400 baud modem in action. Yeah, that's basically how these satellite receivers called in pay-per-views. They would basically phone it up and use a very, this was advanced technology 25 years ago, but it's funny to hear it today. But yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. And the second time I called, it hung up on me because it knew who we were and it knew that we were not welcome. So yeah, it hung up. It was kind of funny. But we're still getting a lot of really good channels here. These are all free preview channels. There we go. We're getting the Rev channel here and NBA League Pass. Hold on a second. I'm going the wrong way here. Let's go this way. Yeah, Fireplace. And, okay. CBC channel. So there you go, guys. We've got quite a few channels here. Oh, there's the, we can't get that one, as we know. We tried ordering it. Oh, wow, the workout channel. That looks like, what was it, the 20-minute workout. Hotel Transylvania cartoon channels. Anyways, guys, it was really interesting playing with this receiver. We did get it to work. We did get the hard drive to work, as you saw here, but I can't go too far. There was a lot of things that were more harder than the hard drive. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to look at another Bell receiver. This is one you've probably never seen before. These are actually very rare to find. This is a commercial blonder tongue digital satellite receiver, which was made for Bell and also for Dish Network used these too. And they were used in hotel systems. The provider, Bell or Dish Network, would install a whole rack of these in the back somewhere in a hotel's technical room. And each one of these was dedicated to bring in a single channel. So say this one was set up for CNN. The hotel had CNN on its own network into the hotel rooms. One of these receivers would be in the rack somewhere, and they would dial in the channel. And this is quite interesting how these are set up. I think CNN was, what was it, channel 200. So they would just dial it in like this in the technical room. And yeah, this particular receiver would do nothing but receive CNN. And I can show you on the back here, you techno guys. Okay, so we got your power, and the audio is actually these screws here, and it is a balanced output, which is really interesting. Usually we have unbalanced audio coming out of satellite receivers. And there's the video. The video is actually an F connector. This is not a HD receiver. It is strictly a standard definition receiver. Probably didn't matter. This thing's pretty old. It's probably 20 or more years old. And there's where the satellite would connect. The RF input, and there is a telephone jack. So again, the receiver can call the mothership. And there is also some kind of jumper wire on the back here that says phone relay, and that's just jumpered. So we're gonna actually open this guy up and take a look inside. Now, you'll like this too. These come off, and there is an access card inside there. So let me see if I can get it out. Yeah, it's just a standard Bell ExpressVU card. So there you go. So I'm actually going to hook this up first before we take it apart. It is a composite video output on the back. So I am going to have to make a special cable to connect that over to my TV up there. And we'll see what we get. It's going to be interesting. Stick around. The fact that the video out is an F connector, actually, I can see why they did that. It just makes things so much easier because the guys have a lot of coax and the ability to crimp the connectors on. So I just got one of my old cables, and to connect it to my TV, I just put a F to an RCA adapter on the end. And that's what's going to go into the TV. And I just checked my TV to make sure I do have a composite video input, because this is quite a new TV. And actually it does. There is a yellow jack on the back. So we'll see what happens. Okay, here we are down in Patch Bay, and I'm connecting up to the 91-degree Bell satellite, which is on that switch right there, and this coax right here, which is conveniently marked Infusion, is going upstairs right there. Up the stairs, we're going to pass by all my VoIP adapters, my patch panel, jumper wire interface, and some classic telephone equipment here. I can do a video on that for you guys if you want some other time. But here's the cable coming up, and around here, and over to the satellite receiver. So black cable, that's our satellite signal coming in, and white is going out to the TV. So we're going to power this guy up right now, and he's plugged into that yellow extension cord, and I'm just going to plug it in right there in a second. Stand by. Okay guys, so here we go. The TV monitor is showing no signal on AV. So here we go. We're going to plug this guy in right here, and voila. And let's take a look at the front of the guy. Is it showing any? Oh, we got a power light. That is a good sign, and look at that. Please stand by for the satellite signal. Thank you for your patience. Oh, it's so polite. We're going to see what it does. See, what is it doing? Green light is still on. Oh, your smart card, the social. Your smart card does not currently have authorization of your purchase of program. Okay, well, that was kind of expected. I mean, this thing hasn't been on in years. I have no idea when this thing was last connected to a satellite. So it's probably going to do that. Now, these smart cards, it's probably looking at off the satellite the current date, and its date on the card is not going to match. So sometimes if you leave it for a while, the card may update and it may start working. So we're going to see. I'm gonna leave this guy. Anyways, I am going to play around with those buttons, see what we can figure out. Hold on. Okay, something interesting I've just discovered. If I use one of these old Dish Network remotes, and these were for like some really early receivers, I think it was the 1000 model or the 3000 model. They were pretty early models. It seems to work if I hold it close enough. If I do that, look at that. And yeah, it is a Bell receiver. It says right at the top there. So, see no evil. Let's try that. And again, we're getting the same message. But what's really interesting is there is a lot of channels listed in the guide. The food channel, look at that. So it seems like it had access to quite a few channels here. Let's try that food channel. Will anything work? No. Okay. Let's go back. Let's take a look at the service menu. This looks very much like an early Bell receiver. This tells me it's using the same firmware or software. System setup. Diagnostics, installation. Let's look at installation. System info. That's what I want to look at. It's a 2700. Really? So that's the software or firmware this box is actually running on. That was a consumer grade receiver. New card ready. I wonder what that means. So they're doing a card swap possibly? Okay. Anyways, okay, 2007 it says down at the bottom. So this is a very old receiver. Yeah. Okay. So let's cancel that. Let's go back and see if we can pick up anything. And let me try one thing here. Okay, the free. That one that says free. I just saw it there. Okay, free previews. This channel is actually not encrypted, this one here. It's the only channel that is not encrypted. And yeah, it comes in. Okay. So let's go back and let's try the Beachcomb Rozoa. That was such a good show with Bruno Gerussi and Relic. And of course, okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave this receiver just connected to the satellite and powered on, possibly even overnight. And I'm gonna see if it does update and if we do get any free channels. That'll be an interesting experiment. And we're also gonna pop the cover off of it and we're gonna take a look inside because I'm really intrigued now finding out the firmware is a 2700 receiver. That was one, I think that was Bell's like very first receiver they ever had. So very interesting. Okay guys, stick around. Okay guys, I'm back. It's been over 24 hours. I've left this receiver connected to the satellite and powered on in hopes that it would restore the card. The card does not seem to be working, and unfortunately, I'll show you if I try any of these channels, we get your smart card does not currently have authorization. And it seems to be the same thing on every channel. No matter which channel I try, I get the same error message. So, looks like this commercial receiver is a little bit harder of a nut to crack, but I think the real problem is what I found here. If I go into system setup, I saw this yesterday, and I've never seen a message like this before. Okay, system info. See, it says new card ready. So that probably means, if you see that the card you have is no longer any good and it's just not going to work at all anymore. So this receiver is probably pretty much done. However, we're gonna still open it up. It may be a hard nut to crack, but we can take those screws out. So stand by, guys. We're gonna look inside it. I love this music. It's so funny. Okay, time to crack this guy open and see what we got going on inside. Okay, get them all out. And here we go, guys. Whoa, it looks nice inside. Should be, it's a commercial. This was probably... Commercial receivers like this would probably be probably $2,000 to $3,000 back in the day. Quite interesting, actually. Look at that. It actually just looks like, that does look like one of the older, oh, it is, for sure. That is like a 2700, that's why it's running 2700 firmware. That looks like the motherboard out of a 2700 receiver. Oh, it looks exactly like it. And then they've added some other circuitry here. Huh. Oh, I see an infrared LED. Oh, I see. So that's when you dial in the number on the front. Oh, of course. That's why the remote works on this thing. The infrared remote I'm using is for a 2700. So they have an internal device that is converting what's dialed in the front through those wires. It just converts it like pressing the buttons on a remote. Really simple. And then it said it was balanced, but that just looks like unbalanced audio to me. So then they just put a power plug there. Just loop through the power, or the phone and the satellite. So that's all there is to that. Pretty straightforward what's inside. Okay, guys. And today we're going to take a second look at the hotel receiver. This was one of many receivers that would have been mounted in a technical room in a hotel. It was used to bring a satellite channel in to the hotel's own TV network that was distributed through this hotel. Now, the service was provided by Bell at that time, and this blonder tongue receiver was used just to bring in a single channel that was dialed in on the front there, channel 200. And internally, what we determined last time when we looked at this guy was that it was a 2700 model motherboard. And I've confirmed that because I actually have one over here. And this is actually out of a 2700. And the only difference is the 2700 has this modulator on the back, which this one is lacking. So that tells me that these motherboards were, what it looks like, exclusively made for blonder tongue. There was some talk, some of the comments suggested that maybe blonder tongue just went out and got consumer units, ripped out the motherboards, put them in these cases. But I don't think so now because of that modulator. Yeah, these look like they were custom made for blonder tongue. That makes sense when you think about it from a business perspective. Now, one thing I always liked about the 2700 boards, and you guys are going to get a laugh out of this, you go in and there is a pirate ship there. Look at that. There's a pirate ship there on the circuit board with the skull flag, and it says FCC. I always found that very amusing. And what was that? What did that signify? Does that suggest being an FCC pirate? It's on all the boards. Look, this one has it too. So it was always kind of cute. Whoever drew that and why that was on there, who knows? There's a volcano in the background and there's sharks going around. And really weird, like that you would find that inside a commercial product. Was it something against the FCC or what? Who knows, but just really weird. Anyways, guys, we're going to hook this back up because somebody suggested in the comments, leave it connected to the satellite for up to a month and the card will update itself. Well, guess what, guys? I listened to the guy's comment. I thought, what the hell? Let me try it. I put it down in my basement. I left it connected to a satellite connection and powered up. And I would check it every few days. And it was just like nothing, still not authorized. 23 days in, seriously, I was about to pull the plug on it because I thought this is not going to work. On the 23rd day, I find it's working. We have an operational receiver that just updated itself by just being left connected to the satellite signal, what we call the data stream off the satellite. And on the 23rd day, sure enough, this guy was right, whoever suggested this. It's working, and I'm going to show you guys. We're going to hook it up. And as you recall, if you go back to November 5th, I think it was when I posted the previous video, it didn't do too much. The card just kept saying unauthorized, and it said it was new card ready too. So I just figured this was a hopeless receiver. It was a commercial receiver. Who knows what kind of account that this card was on. And there is the smart card right there. And yeah, I'm going to show you guys. We're going to hook it up. And I'm going to show you what it's picking up. It's pretty cool. It's actually working. Okay, guys, stand by. Okay, guys, I'm down in patch base setting things up because we are going to go on the satellite momentarily. But I have strung a coax. This is it right here. From that switch labeled 91, that is the 91-degree satellite from Bell ExpressVU, and this cable is running up to the receiver upstairs. Over here, I'm also plugging into. People ask me, why do I have so many ATAs? Well, they're all configured to do different things, and the one that I'm connected to here is configured for a dial-up modem. So that one will handle any type of dial-up modem. We want to test something, and we are going to call the mothership with this receiver too and see what it does, just for fun. I love just the sound of the dial-up modems. So here we go, guys. So these cables, we come over and around, run up like this. There's the coax, the black coax, and there's the phone line that we're going to use. And they come around here and into the kitchen, and there's the phone line there. We'll use that later when we do our dial-up call. The black coax is plugged into the satellite receiver. That is the 91-degree Nimic satellite from Bell ExpressVU, which calls itself Bell TV now. I guess they try to make things simpler. And the white is the video going over here up to our monitor, which shows, of course, no signal because nothing is on right now. The two black cables are the audio left and right. This time, because we actually got it working, we're going to hook up. There it is there. I don't know if it's going to focus well, but yeah, there we go. Commercial digital satellite receiver. Okay, we're going to now power this guy up. Stand by, guys. Okay, so there's from the power outlet. I'm going to plug this guy in. Try to do this with one hand without getting zapped. Hold on. Okay, guys, power is connected and it is booting up, and we have the green light on showing us we have power, and we have the screen saying, please stand by for the satellite signal. Thank you for your patience. It's very polite of it to ask us to be patient. So it is booting up, and what do you think we're going to get this time, guys? Let's see what we get. Let's get right up close. Going to happen any second now. Oh, the excitement of waiting. Here we go. Thank God it's Friday. And it's actually Wednesday. Anyways, guys, look at that. Movie channels. Let me get the remote here. And we're going to go look at the guide here. And look at that. We now have movie channels. Or 80s movies. What would this one be? Which channel is this? The 90s. What do we got? Oh, we have the 2000s channel too. Look at this. We got all these movie channels coming in for free now. Oh, I better be careful what we're showing there. I don't know. Some of these channels, you never know. There could be some nudity. So you better be careful. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. And this is just coming in for free. All I did was leave this receiver connected for 23 days. And the bold and the beautiful. Here we go, guys. Okay. Oh. Programming for the kids.
Oh, easy, Buford. Come on.
YTV.
Here.
Lots of channels. Wow.
Together.
Schitt's Creek.
I totally get that.
Okay.
Totally up Schitt's Creek there. Wow, what is this? This is like an Indian channel. Okay, there's the Venus channel. We're gonna actually try to order this. I gotta connect the phone line to it, but we're actually gonna try this again. I just love the sound of the dial-up. We did this on one of my previous videos with the PVR one. That was pretty incredible. A lot of people just commented on this is the sound of the modem. So these channels are off air. Oh, let's go back here. Lord of the house.
Take time.
That's pretty big.
Okay, that one we can't get. Oh, we got, it's Disney. Is that Disney? Yeah. Disney Junior. Free previews. So, okay, so here's all your free previews. And you'll be able to get all these channels. Look, on December 21st, Sci-Fi. 22nd, Food. So, hold on, let me just turn this music down. It's so loud. Look at that. Food. Showcase. Homes and Gardens. These channels are all you're going to be able to get all these channels for like a month for free whenever there's a preview. So there's Disney, the one we're getting right now. See, December 1st, so it just started. Look, Hollywood Suites, that is those movie channels. So there's 4 movie channels that we're getting. And those are free until January the 5th. There's always free channels on here. So all you need to do, guys, is get an old Bell receiver, do what I did. If it doesn't work, leave it on the satellite for up to a month. And it's proven that this does work. Okay, guys, let's go look at those movies again. Let's go back and look at those movie channels. Where are they? There it is. Thank God it's Friday. Chevy Chase. Muriel's Wedding. All these great channels, guys. Pay-per-view events. Thank you. Oh, look. Pay-per-view. Possibly you can get some pay-per-view too. You never know. Okay, let's go back and look at that movie. Blue Crush. Okay, guys. Now we're going to try hooking up the phone line and the dial-up. Stand by. Okay, guys, I got the phone line connected, and that phone line comes over to my Squawk box, which is right here. And then from there, it's going down to the ATA in the basement that is generating our dial-up phone line to call the mothership. And the last time we did this was with that PVR receiver. It was kind of funny just listening to a 56K modem from the 1990s dialing. So we're going to try it with this one too. And it's going to be, it's so classic listening to the dial-up modems. So guys, all we need to do is we just need to get Venus going on here. We're going to place an order for that pay-per-view, and let's see what we get here. We just need to find the Venus channel. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, there it is. Yes, we want to order that for $1.99. And okay, so we are going to now we need to go here. And when I push that, so I'm going to start my squawk box here, and we are going to push that. And is that going through? Don't hear it.
Ready?
What happened? It didn't go through. Didn't call.
You're still mad at me? Oh, come on, I got you.
Whoa, what is going on here?
I forget my birthday. I didn't even call. I didn't even text him.
What is that? It actually, it didn't call, but it's showing up. That is interesting. Is that, yeah, it is the Venus channel. It says right up there on the top, guys, Venus. Okay, why? Oh. Hopefully we should show this on YouTube here, but looks like it's working. There must be credit on this card for that to work. So that smart card, I mean, I don't know the history of this unit. This came out of a hotel, so that's got some kind of credit on it because that is working. That is working, guys. Weird. You never know what you're going to get with this kind of stuff, but well, there you go, guys, the Venus channel, and I think we better stop it there. That looks like it's going to get a little bit, yeah, okay. That is crazy. So crazy. Anyways, guys, let's go back and find something else. What else is on here? Rush Time Machine. Huh. Anyways, guys, that was interesting. That was unexpected. I didn't expect that to happen. But yeah, not all pay-per-view gets dialed in. It depends on your credit. If you're credit worthy or whatever, you're pre-authorized for certain pay-per-views. So this card, being that it was probably a corporate account, and it's probably still on that account in some ways or another or there's just credit on the card because that pay-per-view, it just went straight to the program. It didn't even call in. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit disappointed that it didn't call in because I set all this up. But yeah, that was funny. Okay, guys, stand by. Okay, guys, just wrapping things up. I just want to point out that if you have a Bell receiver, be sure to keep it connected to the satellite. If you have an old Bell receiver that hasn't been connected to the satellite, connect it and leave it for up to a month, and you will start receiving channels. Now, you just got to make sure that you are on the satellite. So when you do connect it, I will show you up here. If we go into the menu, okay, system setup, push that, and installation, point dish, you should have a satellite signal showing up right there like I do. See, 100%, 91, you just need the 91 satellite. And just leave it, let it update, and eventually you will have programming, whatever is available, any of the previews, and like what I've discovered, if your card has credit on it, you might even be able to get some other pay-per-views. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. And oh, it's Rush, it's Geddy Lee. Oh, this is good. Wow, we got some good programming here. Right on. Okay, guys, I'm going to go now and watch some Geddy Lee. Okay, Rush. I always loved Rush. One of my favorite bands. Okay. Hey, guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to take a look at this Bell TV receiver. Bell TV is a satellite-based direct-to-home service, similar to Dish Network, and actually Bell uses the same equipment that Dish Network uses, this EchoStar receivers. This is a 6131 model. I think that's a unique model number to Bell. It does have a slot for a card, but there is no card in there. These receivers actually have from the factory an internal card or chip, which this one is still running on. There's no card. So we're going to hook this up. It has not been hooked up in several years. It was given to me by a neighbor who switched to a different service. And yeah, we'll see what this does. I do have a dish right now pointed to Bell's satellite. We're going to connect this receiver to that satellite dish, and we're going to power it up, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to see, can we get any channels with a decommissioned receiver that hasn't been used in several years. So let's see what we get. Stick around, guys. Okay, so looking at the bottom of the unit, it does have a sticker on here saying it has a smart chip number. So there is an internal smart card. I think the idea why they went internal was because to help with piracy at one time, there was a lot of problems. And the card slot was there in case the internal security or chip got compromised. They could upgrade the security by putting a card in there, sending it out to their customers. So this one does not have a card. Have they upgraded the security? I'm not sure since this receiver was last used, but we're gonna hook it up right now and we're gonna see what it does. Okay, so I got the satellite connected to it and I got the HDMI. I got it just sitting right there on top of the spectrum analyzer. The cord is not plugged in yet. The TV is showing no signal. So we're gonna go down here and we're gonna plug that in. And voila, we have a light. Let's see if we get anything up there, not yet. Okay, the light went off. Oh, something's going on. Still nothing. Okay, there we go. Look at that. It is acquiring the satellite signal. Okay, it's finished that, and it's now downloading the program guide. Okay, well that a lot quicker than the Dish Network receiver, which actually wanted to upgrade its firmware. So we'll see what we get. This will be, I'm wondering, will we get any channels? Let's see. Anyways, I have put some batteries in this remote. I think I did. Let me check. Yep. Oh, I just turned my TV off. Well, we know the guy had a Samsung TV because it's the same remote. Same remote code. So we go SAT. Okay, there I push the SAT button. Oh, your smart card does not have authorization. Well, really? Let me try pushing the guide button. Oh. Hold on. Cancel that. Naked and afraid. I'm pushing the button on the remote and nothing is happening. Wow. What on earth happened? No signal. Come on. Looks like it's rebooting again. Just went off. Come on, I wanted to watch Naked and Afraid. I wonder what it's doing. Why did it turn on? It's probably wants to do a software update like the other one. Okay, here it's coming back. Seems to just reboot itself here. Okay, I'm gonna stop it and I'll come back when it's ready. Okay, we're back to this again. Let's see what happens if I push guide. There's Naked and Afraid. Okay. Nothing's happening. I'm pushing the button though. Wow, it's got all these channels. Okay. Again, it's rebooting. This receiver is behaving really oddly. I think it's got bad capacitors in it. These receivers were notorious for bad capacitors, and rebooting like this and acting really slow, yeah. She's a sick receiver. Yeah, so bad power supply capacitors in this unit, most likely. Okay guys, so I took her apart and sure enough, I found two pregnant capacitors. Both of them were the same 820 microfarad. That one is a new one I just put in, and I just kind of did it on the top of the board so I don't have to take the whole damn thing apart. And this one over here, this 820 as well, this is part of the tuner circuit. And yeah, that's probably part of its power supply. So that one was pregnant, and the one over here, I don't see any other bulging caps, so I'm gonna leave it like this, and we're gonna try it again. Okay guys, let's see what happens now. Okay guys, so I got it hooked back up. The only thing is the power, and we're gonna plug that in right now, like that, and oh, that's better. Got the green light right away. Remember before it took a little bit of time to come on. So that's already looking good. And nothing on the screen yet as it boots up. I'm still waiting for video. Oh, it went off. Yeah, so with capacitors, if they're already bad or going bad, and then you don't use the equipment for a very long time, the capacitors have an electrolytic chemical inside them, which, when it's not energized, it actually will get worse over time. And yeah, so however, when you do use or leave bad capacitors for a while, sometimes they reform and they actually start to work again. Anyways, it's much better. I can already see this is responding much quicker and better. Well, you've even got that blue light on the side. I did not see that before. Now, let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, it's actually behaving quicker. It was really slow before. Oh yeah, look at that. It's just everything is running faster. It's like twice the speed now. So that is looking very positive that we have a much better response out of it. Definitely was power, bad capacitors, so I'm pretty confident now. We shall see. Can we get naked and afraid? Whoa, well, that scared me. Wow, we got something going on here. Hey, this is great. Hold on. Let me turn down that music. I don't want to get copyright strike or something. Okay, so we actually got something here in French, it looks like. Let me hit the guide button. Come on, which button? Oh, there we go. Free previews. Whoa, we got some channels. Does it work? Nothing. Black. PPV. Oh, got something there. Oh, we got a channel. Well, that's cool. Mysteries of the Abandoned. Hey, that one's coming in too. We actually got some channels here. Homes and Gardens. What is this? $1.99. Couples. So we're actually getting some free channels. They are in French. History, greatest mystery. So let's see something here. We are getting Homes and Gardens. What is this? ICIM. Now I noticed when it started up, it said something. We have some free channels. Okay, free channels. Free previews. Ah. Okay, so there's VIE, the Max, Homes and Gardens, History, T&E, and what is that? Fictitious. Are free this month. So there you go, guys. If you get an old Bell receiver working, you can actually get these 6 channels for free. History and Homes and Gardens, those are actually good channels. That's interesting. So they have free previews and you can actually watch them if you have a Bell receiver. So let's see that again. What channels are we getting? We're getting History, this T&E, Mysteries of the Abandoned. It's a CTV channel. That's a network channel. So we're getting a few channels there. And then, of course, the channels repeat themselves. Those are in HD. So we're getting History in HD for a whole month for free in HD. And if I go over here, Homes and Gardens, also in HD, free for the entire month. And we go over here, I'm not sure what this is, I see. Some crazy movie. And then there's the fireplace. That's always free, actually. And this is a French channel. This channel is no longer available. Oh, wow. Too bad. That's off air, off air, off air. So there you go, guys. You're getting history and homes and gardens for free this month if you got an old decommissioned Bell receiver that you can just hook up. And it just starts working. Pretty cool. See if we can get where to go. Free. Let's go to the HD channels. See, there it is there. So history's free and homes and gardens. Yeah, wow. He just said wow. It's like he's really excited too that we're getting this for free. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoy that one.